What are the best natural consequences to discipline an ADHD or ODD child? We're going to discuss that today. My name is Bonnie Leota. I'm the co-founder of Creating Champions for Life and the author to Learn to Speak Kid, as well as Raising Healthy, Happy, Cooperative Kids. If you haven't read it yet, it is a must read. You got to go to learntospeakkid.com, download it right there, and it is going to rock your world. It's absolutely going to change your life. But today I'm going to talk about the potential that your child has to actually learn and grow and advance, even with ADHD or some other childhood behavior disorder. I see articles all the time in videos where the psychologists or the therapists are overcompensating because the child just can't do this or can't do that. And I want you to think about something here, all right? When a baby is born, you got this brand new newborn baby lying in your arms, and when the baby is born, it has personality, but other than that, there lies a brand new blank slate. Think of an artist. An artist shows up at the canvas. He's got a blank canvas. He can create and put anything on that canvas that he would choose, no matter what color, what shape, what size, whatever. It's a blank canvas. Every newborn baby is born with a blank canvas. They don't know what manners are. They don't know what it means to be respectful or loving or kind. They don't know what it even means to be bad or defiant. They don't get anything. They only are this little blank open slate, ready and willing to accept anything that you're willing to take the time to teach them. They have pure potential to be, do, and have anything. Now think about this. ADHD is the inability to focus or impulsive child behavior, right? Well, that would mean that if we actually consciously take the time to teach that child focus, and you can do that through simple childhood games like Simon Says, like the memory card game. You can sit and play memory cards and teach your child to focus. But let me ask you a question. Can your child sit and watch a movie? Can your child explain things that happened in the movie? Can your children or child sit and play a video game? Can they learn what the controllers are for and what direction to put it? You know, I've never been able to master the controller to an Xbox, but my little kids sure could, right? If they can learn those things, that means that they can learn. And focus, just like imagination or any other of the faculties of the mind, can be developed through consistent, repetitive behavior. And in order to have the child be engaged and willing to practice and play and be consistent with this behavior, they must have a motivator. Back in 1903, the American Journal of Psychology wrote about neural pathways and how they are developed and how they can be redeveloped. Isn't that amazing? Now the thing is we are, you and I, we're only as good as what we've been taught. We're only as good as the things that we know. What is out there right now that you have no idea how to do? Do you know how to fly a helicopter or an airplane? And if you were to sit into the cockpit of a helicopter, would you know what all the buttons are for? And if somebody was sitting beside you going, oh, just hit this button, hit button number 2, then put the lever up and then do this and do that, are you going to be able to fly a helicopter right away? No, the answer is no. Go ahead, give me a comment, a like, a share, or something. Let me know I'm not here all by myself. But when we say to kids, use your manners, have we actually practiced manners? Or when we say, sit up straight in your chair, have we taken the time to physically sit in the chair? I know it sounds silly, but really, this is how simple their minds are. Have you actually sat in a chair like this with your back straight, with your hands on your lap, and practiced for maybe 10, 15 second intervals with your child? That's a great way to practice self-control. Also, the eye staring game. When you sit and you stare, you play the stare game. It's how long can you stare without blinking or without getting sidetracked for something over here or over there. These are simple little games that you can play to help your child build the neural pathways in their brain. Gosh, I've watched so many documentaries, TV shows, news, read so many articles that are teaching us to overcompensate for our children's inabilities instead of actually taking the time to teach them the missing life skills so that they can live a healthy, happy, normal, amazing life, just like you. And if you're not living a most amazing life, then you can learn that too. There's things that we could do to take your life to another level, and there's definitely things we can do to take our children to another level. Now, wherever your belief meter is, do you believe they can learn? Or do you believe that they are destined to a lifetime of inability to focus? I'd love to hear your thoughts so I can, comment on them on my next live video. Post a comment below the video and let me know what you think about that. Dr. John Locke, back in the 17th century, he was the very first philosopher on parenting. And as far as I can tell, reading and reading his stuff, he hits the nail right on the head. And this was back in the old days, hundreds of years ago. But he said that a child's curious nature is what motivates them towards knowledge. So think about this. When we have a baby, we're so excited to have this baby, and we're just going to love the baby, and we're going to give them this and give them that. And we're going to give them the world, right? Because we love this baby so much. And then the baby turns like 1 year old or 1.5, and they start banging glasses on the glass table, and they start climbing up on the counters, reaching for the burner, running across the street. We do want to keep them safe and we want to protect them. That's not where I'm going with this. But the minute that starts happening, what do we do as parents? What is it that we say to protect them or to stop them? And I know you're typing, there's a little bit of a delay. But 9 times out of 10, or say my son focuses only on what interests him. Of course, Michelle, that's true. I used to think that I was stupid in school, but then when I became an adult, I was like, oh, I actually can learn when it interests me. I gotcha. They either don't know how to engage or they don't want to engage. And we want things for our children. We want them to do well in school. We want them to be happy. We want them to be confident. We want them to do all these things. But yeah, what is their motivator? Still all over the place. Oh, absolutely. Well, it just depends how much are you studying the program. We got to work the program. You need to have a plan in place. And so this is the point of today's video. Your child can learn. It's going to take a massive amount of repetition. Ask anybody that's tried to change their eating habits, right? If you tried to work out or lose weight or whatever, I'm gonna cut out carbs for 3 months, and you go a week and then you're eating carbs again. It's who we are. We're habitual. So Noah has some habits. And in order for him to change the habits to the ones that you actually desire, it must have a master family plan. So we're talking about natural consequence here. So if your child does something, you don't like it, and then you're going to make up a natural consequence, it kind of defies the logic there. Natural consequence is something that happens naturally when you fail, right? You're going to learn your lesson. If you fall and you scrape your knee, probably going to walk a little slower or be a little bit more careful. So to create the home environment in a way that you can actually apply natural consequence, the child must be taught up front. So what is the reward for engaging and what is the consequence for not? So if your child's going to jump on the couch and you want him to sit on the couch to be able to watch TV, well, that's great. You want him to sit on the couch to be able to watch TV. How do you want him to sit on the couch? Does he know exactly how you want him to sit on the couch? Then what is the consequence for when he chooses to jump on the couch? And when we have this all planned out in advance and we let go of any emotional control to the outcome, right? We're not emotionally attached to the outcome. You set the environment with a plan. You take the time to teach the child exactly what the expectations are, exactly what's going to happen when he chooses to jump on the couch, and then you stick to the plan. And they're probably going to fail a few times. We need to fail in order to grow, right? So they're probably not going to get it right away. high intelligence, but emotional issues are the hardest for him. Absolutely. And I'm not here to say that there's not issues. There's definitely issues. But what I'm here to do is to offer solutions. And so we can write down what does the child need to learn. And in this case, we could be talking about we need to learn to master emotions. And it can take like a whole lifetime to do that, actually. We know people that are 25, 30 years old that still have temper tantrums when things don't go their way, don't we? Right? And so it's going to take some time. But the biggest thing is to begin to use the words that you want them to use. Begin to believe in the fact that your child can learn to control their emotions. They can learn self-control. They can learn focus. And if you believe that they can, then you'll stick to the plan and actually take the time to teach them. Practice 5 seconds at a time, 10 seconds at a time. And a great time when your child is purely motivated is the 3 meal times: breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So we have breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Your child's hungry. They have a strong desire to eat. That'd be a great time to practice self-control. If your child is acting out in emotions that you don't like, it'd be a great time to practice things like, I will talk to you when you're calm. I will talk to you when you are calm. And it's okay. We're all going to get upset and we're all going to get emotional. But it's a way to create a plan, exactly what you want, know what you want, put it in writing, teach it to your child, and encourage them to earn their own privileges by engaging in learning the life skills. My husband still has ADHD and struggles with anger. And you know what? I do too. I bug Tom all the time. I'm like, nobody took the time to teach me to master my emotions when I was young. So it's been a constant practice. I'm getting better every day. No one's anger goes out of control. Everything turns to anger. Now, I would like to talk to you a little bit more, Rachel. His eyebrows show it all. Yeah, I know. I get that. I had that. Zachary, if I were to show you pictures of Zachary when he was 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 years old before Creating Champions for Life, every single picture that he's in, his smile's like this. Like every picture. And I never noticed it before. But there was something on the inside of him that I put there through my parenting style for the first 6 years of his life. But I could definitely see once we made the change and we started to teach him these ways in a really short period of time, he turned around and you could see the happiness coming from the inside out. So where there is a will, there is a way. I'm looking forward to going through all the rest of these comments and perhaps do a video specifically for you tomorrow. Thank you so much for being here, ladies. Thank you so much for watching the replay. And like I said, if you haven't read Raising Healthy, Happy, Cooperative Kids, you need to download it and actually read it. It's going to open up a whole new world to you. LearnToSpeakKid.com. Oh, as well, we have an ADHD group and ODD support group here on Facebook, and I'm going to post the link in the comments below. Have a great day. Bye for now.